I'm sharing one of the pyramid of indexes. This will help the novice researchers or the earliest researcher that where actually we should publish, where actually we have to focus. At first, we have the Web of Science, SSCI, SCI, SCIE, and AHI, the humanities. Okay, these are some social science, and then science citation index expanded, and humanities and social science indexes. So Web of Science actually the utmost indexes we should priority. Uh, if you publish in Web of Science like ISI, it is another name is ISI journal. If you publish in Web of Science, this citation will be impact into the time higher ranking. Okay, but in the Scopus, okay, if we publish in Scopus, it will helpful to and contribute into the uh, another ranking, which is the QS ranking. Okay, so we these two we can focus, Web Science and Scopus. Then also have another index like Cabell and non-index journal. Non-index journal I not suggested to publish because now you see the competitiveness. We have to show that you are capable to publish a good articles in good reputed journals. So so I suggest to focus on the top tier journals. But another point I can add that if you feel that some articles are not that quality to publish in the top tier journals, you can keep those articles for the Google Scholar index journals also, because all the work is not same quality and some contents are not high quality to go for that extent. So don't waste, don't keep or holding these papers. You can publish to for the sake of the increasing the quantity. And then the Google Scholars articles most are the open access, so this will be helpful for you to increase your citation rather than if you publish in the Taylor Francis, which is the subscription based. So 2 years or they have the time, they have the embargo period. So within this embargo period, the citation will be less because less people will be purchase have the access for that. So we have to balance, okay, both. And impact factor journals, this our one of the priority, the JCL list, whether our articles are in JCL list or not. The impact factor is one of the keyword. Always we say that we have to publish in impact factor journals. But actually the impact factor? The impact factor actually, if we see the impact factor of 2020, it will be calculated by the citation number of previous 2 years. Okay, how many numbers of publication they do and how many citations they do. So that's why lot of journals and they are suggesting to cite the last 2 years articles. Okay, it's a good practice to cite the last 2 years articles, because if you cite from the 2 years articles, then it will be impact on their present citation, their impact factor. Okay, so if you cite the previous article long time ago 2015 or 17, it will be not helpful for them to improve their impact factor. So that's why we have to strategize our citation, use the recent citation so that they feel motivation. The reviewers also, they want to improve their journal's impact factor. So to improve the impact factor, if you want to sell your articles, you have to cite the recent articles. And impact factor journals, they have the Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. The top 25% is the Q1, and less 25% is the Q2, less 25% is the Q3. So you have to focus on that. You have to evaluate your work. Try at first the Q1, the top tier. Then if you reject several times, then you slowly go down the Q2, Q3, Q4. But don't go directly to the Q4. Okay, then you killing your opportunity to go for the top tier journals. Okay, because we don't know that what are the uh, comments or the improvement room for improvement giving. Okay, so if sometimes it's just checking the luck all about. Okay, so why we have to go for the Q4 first? You have to try for the Q1 if you have the significant amount of quantity of the articles and quality of the articles. Then you can use the Claribet, okay, this website, to find out that latest impact factor, how much the impact factor have. So you can subscribe this website. I hope that MMU also have this access in this website. So to download this link, you have to log in and then user ID you have to give. Then you can download this impact factor list, JCL list. Okay, another strategy I can share that before how can we select the journals? I personally use this strategy. uh, you know that every journal they have ISSN number, so you copy the ISSN number and you paste in the Scopus website. Here you see the ISSN number. You can change this one by title or ISSN number. So I put that, you copy and paste your journals, uh, your desired journal that you want to submit in that article. So then you will see that this article recently I published in this journal, which is the Q1 Spinger, Environmental Development and Sustainability. So after you clicking this journal, when it appear, that means it indexed into the Scopus. So it's a good journal. Then you click into the this journal here, then it will go to the another page, which is the journal page. So in the journal page, okay, interface, you can see here is the Scopus content coverage. So this is, if you click there, you can see the number of documented documents included in the last year, last 2 years, last 3 years. So it gives you a sense that the possibility of acceptance. Okay, if you see that more acceptance last 2 years or 3 years, it gives you a positive signal that yes, I can go for this journal. But if you see some journals, I saw 100 articles in 1 year or 50 articles in 1 year. So this is very difficult to go for that journal. Okay, so to publish that journal, you need a huge significant quality of the content. Okay, so it's very difficult. So better check this type of information, that how many issues have one this journal. Some journal they have the 2 issue in 1 year, 6 month one issue, 6 month one issue. Some journals they have the 3 issue, 4 issue, 6 issue, 12 issue. So if more issues have, then it means the more possibility to accept. Okay, so we have to check about this information to before submitting the journals. Okay, so just randomly if you submit, sometimes you are choosing the way difficult way to getting the rejection. Okay, and then the Simago, these are the another website you can check. You just copy paste your ISSN number of the journal, that journal you desire to submit. Then you can find out whether they are Q1 or Q2 or Q3, which rank. It's the easiest way to see. And then there are some databases like ABDC. This is a trend now. Um, some university, some their requirement to publish the ABDC journals. You see that 2,685 journals available in ABDC. That means it's very limited number of journals indexed into the ABDC. So it's a bit difficult to publish in ABDC. But if you can publish, you are going to the someone else. Okay, top position. Okay. Then ERA is one of the source, but it was popular back in 5 years or 6 years era. Now it's not so much popular, but still it's a good and better than the Google Scholar if the your journals are indexed in era. And then ABS, okay, Chartered Association of Business Schools. Recently I actually didn't know much about that, but recently I got interested for this ABS. ABS is 1,703 journals only, you see. So it's very difficult to publish in ABS. But if you have published this ABS journal, they are according to the Prof. Gary, okay, from the UCSI. He suggests that he term this word actually god level journals. Okay, I am so if you publish these articles in the ABS, that means you are someone else. Okay, so in the academic journals, ABS, they have some rating: 4 star, 4, 3 star, sorry, 4 star, 4, 3, 2 and 1. So 4 star is the top level journals of distinction. 4 is the okay, this is a good amount, good journals, best journals. 3 is the little bit lower. So you have to target like this way, that which star you are getting. So mostly European researchers, they are following this ABS, but now it's become more popular. Okay, recently Southampton University also they are asking 3 ABS to get the job. Okay, so this is quite the competitive now. And you see the ABS journals, the how many journals from the which publishers. The Taylor and Francis, they have 253 journals, and Whaley, they have 205 journals. So very limited number of journals are indexed in ABS, but you can focus if you invest your significant amount of time and good quality articles. If you have, you can focus. FT50 is another list, only 50 journals in FT50. So most of the professors actually, their aim or dream into publish to FT50. So if you publish the FT50 journals, if you able to publish one article in FT50, it will be equivalent of 20 or 30 SSI, okay, the ISA journals. So it's a super level of articles. Academic of Management journals, Academic of Management Review. These are some top tier journals. You need some expertise to do that, but it's a dream to publish there. So you can focus on that. Then University of Texas at Dallas, they have 24 journals. So it's a they are actually the top tier journals. Okay, then now who are the good publishers? So it's LCBR, Whaley, Spinger, Emerald, Sage, Rotary. So they are the Cambridge, IGI. These are the good publishers you can follow for your articles. And now we are very interesting topic, which is the clone and predatory journals. So which getting more attention from the academia because of the some issues. Okay, some journals actually they are the hijacked journals. Okay, they are predatory journals. um, I believe that you don't want to waste your effort. I believe that you don't want to waste your content into publish in some garbage where which will be not give any credibility. Okay, if you use this journal's name into your CV, it gives a negative impression for you, and the recruiter they will question you. Okay, but if you publish unconsciously, that is still okay. But consciously if you do that, so it will be harmful for your career. Even in, I heard from one professor from Taylor's, if you publish in predatory journals, they will not call you for the to become the external examiner also. So you see that some you become the blacklisted. Okay, you become the blacklisted if you frequently publish in the predatory journals. One or two if you publish, then try to eliminate from your databases or the CV. But if you consistently publish 3-4 years, then it will be a negative red flag for you. Okay, so how can we identify these journals? You can use the bell list, predatory journal list. So they have the journals website and also the publisher website. So two interfaces they have. So you can search the bell list, you can find into Google. You just search the name of the journal that you are suspecting that they are fake journal, then you can find out the whole list and whole the publishers. So try to avoid this type of journals. And then for the Scopus articles, if you suspect that recently last 5-6 years, the Scopus also, Web of Science also, some journals they are using the name of the journals to fool the academia. So if you suspect, you can directly email to the Scopus. This is the email, title suggest at scopus.com. Within 48 hours they will reply back. I also checked this. So they will give you the latest updated that these journals are still in Scopus, or they are predatory or not. Or if they suspect that these journals going to be predatory, so they will inform also you that they are under investigation. Okay, so try to be careful to before submitting. So how can we identify? That is the key questions. So fake impact factor or other citation metrics. There in the website, if you find out the impact factor, you can, I already showed that JCR list. You can go to the Web of Science, then you can check the impact factor, whether it's okay or not, credible or not. Then an unrealistic timeline for publication. Some journals they don't have like a specific issue or the issue or volumes. Okay, if you give the money APC, then suddenly they are publishing. Okay, anything you give, then it will publish. So this type of practices, this type of if you heard from your friends also, colleagues also, these things, so you should be careful about that. Don't be so greedy about that. And then editorial board includes people who do not exist. Some, before you go to the submission of the journals, you check the editorial board whether they have the credibility or not. Some website they are only using the name, the pictures. Okay, but no ORCID ID, no Google Scholar link, okay, no credibility to verify. And if you have the university name, you can directly check with the university website that whether this faculty available in this university or not. So sometimes these journals, they are full, making full the pupils. There will be no contact details of the chief editor and editor, else they will fake the people. No contact details. They are using the Gmail only, okay, for the communication. No institutional email. So how come a journal, they don't have the institutional email? Okay, so if you see like this negative indication, then you suspect and then try to avoid them. And most of them will be having multiple journals doing the same job. Sometimes some publisher, they have the 5 6 journals under their publisher. Okay, so 1 or 2 journals, if the predatory, it have a negative impact for the other journals also. Okay, so if other journals also good index, but you should avoid this publisher. So that is a uh, awareness we have to create. And aggressive target potential authors through email. Sometimes we get the email frequently from journals to publish, okay, to but the good journal, they will not invite you like that way. So the marketing will be not like that way. So you have to be careful about that, because they are good journals, they are getting the papers ultimately, okay, lot of significant amount of paper they are getting. So they are not hunger for the papers, but the bad journals, they are actually try to attract an unprofessional aim and scope of the title of the website. You can check the website, the domain also you can check when this domain actually created. You can check with the IT guys also that whether this domain is new or not. Okay, so they are sometimes keeping the same name of the good journals and then making a fake website. So we have to be careful about this. Sometimes they use the logo of the Scopus and Web of Science. If you click the logo of the Scopus and Web of Science, it will go to the another link which is not exist. And sometimes it gives the download PDF only. So no point, because we have the Scopus. You can check, copy the ISSN number, you can go to the Scopus website and you can check. So always try, if you feel like you have not sufficient knowledge, you can check the expert, those who are skilled researcher, you can send and then you can verify that whether it's a good journal or not. Okay, so these are some ways to verify the predatory journals. And before you before you submit the journals, you can check the authenticity. And the authenticity, you can check the Scopus list, the Claribus journal master list, continuous issue, whether they are publishing frequently or not. Sometimes the journals maybe was good in back in 1998, and then 2 years or 3 years later it will be predatory, and then they stop the indexing again, they are getting the license, and again they're publishing like that. So if you can check the track record of the journals. And editorial board, I already explained. And COPE is the committee of publication ethics. This is a standard ethics, that this ethics they are maintained or not. This is a universal ethics standard for the publication. And then the manipulation, so you can check the ethics whether they are following this ethics or not. How to find a suitable journals to submit. So get the idea from the references. When you read the articles, you can see the reference list. So there you can find some name of the good journals. Search from specific publisher. You already know that about the Simago and then other publisher I already shared, the Sage and Taylor Francis. You go there and then you can use the journal finder. They have the specific website journal finder, so you can search your topics or keywords. They can suggest these channels are suggested for you. Then read author's guideline. You read the author's guideline whether the scope and aim of the journal is appropriate for you or not. You can check with your articles. And then check submission fees, publication fees. Sometimes they use the hidden fees. Okay, but good journal, they always mention clearly, okay, these journals have no submission fees. Some journals have 100 USD submission fees, mostly in the accounting and finance area. So you have to check that. After submission, they claiming the money, then you feel that I actually didn't check. So it's a waste of time. And create profile in respective journal to submit manuscript. Sometimes if you do the revision or reviewing jobs in the journals, so this will give you access to some latest content. Okay, so from there also, from the network also, you can get some benefit, and then you can get some discount also, waiver also. uh, uh, you can get an eye-catching cover letter. it's important to submit the cover letter. With the cover letter, it's a good practice. Orchid ID, Google Scholar, and Scopus ID also suggested some articles. Those who are the good researchers, they are publishing in the journal. So this, if you see your area, these are the peoples, those who are top cited researcher, and they're publishing frequently in these journals. So these journals actually are appropriate for you. You can go